Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Thursday, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. And I'll tell you who I think should pay for the light rail system, because there's quite the hoopla today over the petrol tax that's going to be. I think Auckland drivers are going to be pinged, and it's all just to raise money for this new light rail arrangement. And I feel like I've got no problem with paying a toll, for example, on a road that I want to use. That seems reasonable. But given that I'm not going to be able to drive my car on the rail system, I feel like it should be the train drivers here who should pay. Would that work? I might have misunderstood how that's. Doesn't that seem logical? No, maybe not. I don't know. Hey, so it turns out now there's also been some hoopla because the National Party were found guilty of nicking Eminem's song for their party political ad because it sounded exactly like Eminem's song. And now they're going to sue their advertising agency because it wasn't really National who nicked it. It was the ad agency who nicked it for making the ad. But somebody has said, well, there's something good that's come out of this, and that maybe more people will want some original music for their ads instead of just nicking people's. You write us a song about the National Party. And so because the National Party, they're going to have to pay $600,000 as it stands to Eminem for nicking his song. I am prepared to write them a song for $300,000. I like 50% off National for the next election. Come on, you can't do better than that. For a mere $300,000, I will write you your very own song. I could do it. I've got nearly 3 years. I reckon I can do it in 3 years. I might need a little stipend just to keep me tied. So let's say $100,000 a year, and I will write you a song for a 60-second commercials. Are you running 60-seconders? Yeah, a minute-long song. I can do that. A sing-along. That's where I'm most popular. Is that it was when everybody's just a little bit pissed. And I get the guitar out, and we all have a great old sing-along out on the deck. The patio heater going. And all this could be yours for $300,000. So Fats Domino's died. So yesterday I said that I was surprised that Neil Diamond was doing the Mission concert because I thought that he'd been dead for ages. Now it turns out that Fats Domino wasn't dead. Is now, though. So I was a bit premature on that. Somebody I work with had never heard of him. Which, that's going too far. But playing bits of his songs in every single news bulletin throughout the morning, I think that might be going. I mean, he was 89. 89-year-olds die frequently. Let's not get too carried away. This isn't Prince we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll miss you, Fats. Don't get me wrong, but... Speaking of dead people, turns out the Thai king is dead. Has been for quite a while, actually. But they're only just getting around to the funeral. They do things differently in Thailand, don't they? It's a 5-day funeral that they've got planned for him now. This is a year after he's died. So I don't know, there can't be much left of him to bury. You get into big trouble for saying this kind of stuff if you're actually in Thailand, by the way. So I hope you're not watching in Thailand. I mean, I hope you're usually watching in Thailand, but not today. Because it doesn't stop there. I'm going to take this a little bit further. Anyway, they've had a religious ceremony attended by senior members of the royal family. They're expecting 250,000 mourners to be there. And they've built this massive funeral building to have it in as well. This is going too far. And so here's how I want to go. I want to be set adrift on a burning raft, like the Vikings used to do it. I like the idea of the shooting the flaming arrow onto it to then set fire to it. But I have seen that go wrong. Was it Game of Thrones where they couldn't get the arrow to go in the right place? I think it might have been. That was quite funny. So, yeah, maybe just one of those lighters with the long bendy bit. And preferably on an outgoing tide, because nobody wants me to come back a charred mess. I think that might be why that method of funeral is illegal, now that I think of it. But, you know, surely they can't arrest me after I'm dead, can they? I am Glenn ZB. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for the Friday edition.